Hello duelists, welcome to another video about programming for Yugioh. In the last video, I showed you how to introduce your deck into RStudio and simulate one hand. This time, we are going to make the simulation process automatic, so we can simulate 1000 hands in just a matter of a second. But also, we are going to look for a particular combination of cards in our simulated hands. This way, we'll be able to identify the probability of getting our combos in our starting hand. Let's go! So the first thing you need to do is to load your data into RStudio. This time, I'm going to show you some examples with a Dragunity deck that I use on year 2013. You can see some of the cards here. Once your deck is loaded, let's simulate a hand and save it into a variable with the name hand. To do this, we just use the instruction sample. And we take our sample from our deck, and don't forget to select the name of the column, which in this case we do it with the sign of money followed by cards. Then we type a comma and choose the number of cards that we want to draw. I'm going to choose 6 because on year 2013 people used to start their duels with 6 cards in hand. Alright, just run your program and you can see your simulated hand by typing hand in the console. Now, let's automate this process with the instruction for. All you need to do is to type for and then press enter to choose the snippet option. And you are going to get this structure with parentheses and then some brackets. You can change the name of the first variable to whatever name you like. In this case, I'm just going to choose I, which is a popular example. Then, in vector, you are going to type 1, colon, and then the number of hands you want to simulate. In this case, I'm going to choose 3. Inside of the first structure, let's type our instruction hand, which we're going to write here. And you can delete this one since we are not going to need it anymore. Now, let's print our hand so we can see our result in the console. And just to make the results easier to see, let's type another print instruction, but this time let's just add a quotation marks, which is going to be an empty line. Alright, let's delete everything and run our program. And that's it. Here we have 3 simulated hands. Remember that this is a random process, so the cards that you might get could be different to the ones I have. If you want to simulate more hands, just change the number of simulations here. I'm going to delete the number 3 and change it for a number 5, so we are going to get 5 simulated hands. And here they are, all of them with 6 cards. Now, let's look for a very simple combo well known by every Dragunity player, which is the combination of Dragunity Phalanx plus Dragon Ravine. In this case, we are going to define that combo here before the for loop by typing combo, but you can choose another name if you want, and then I'm going to write the instruction C to unite both of our cards, which are going to be, in quotations, Dragon Ravine, and then put a comma after your card, and then open another quotations, and write Dragunity Phalanx. Let's run this line only. So now we have our combo, which is made by these 2 cards. Then, let's use our last saved hand as an example. So I'm going to type here hand. And as you can see, this hand includes Dragunity Phalanx, but it doesn't include Dragon Ravine. So one way we can ask the program if our combo is there is with the instruction all. And then open parentheses, and let's type the name of our combo, which is combo. Write a percentage sign in, another percentage sign, and then hand. This is going to ask if all of the elements in combo, which are Dragunity Phalanx and Dragon Ravine, are in our hand. In this case, we get a false answer because even the Dragunity Phalanx is in our hands, we don't have Dragon Ravine. As an example, I'm going to show you a case where the answer is true. This time, I'm going to type all, and I'm going to write my vector here with a combo of Dragunity Phalanx, but also Dragunity Ducks, which as you can see was in our previous hand. So this time, if we ask if our combo is in our hand, we should get a true answer, as you can see here. And now that we know how to simulate multiple hands and also how to find a combo in our hand, let's combine both instructions together so we can identify our combo in many hands. To do this, let's learn a new instruction called if, and let's type it inside the for structure and after the simulation of our hand, right here. We are going to type if, open parentheses, then open brackets, and press enter, so we get them in this structure. Now inside the parentheses we are going to write a condition that we want to check. If that condition is true, then whatever code we write inside the if structure is going to get executed. Otherwise, it is just going to ignore the whole structure and is going to jump into the next instruction. So the condition we want to check here is if all the pieces of our combo are in our hand. If this is true, then we are going to execute this code, which I'll explain you in a moment. For that, let's write another variable here, which we are going to name counter, or rather spell counter. Yes, spell counter. And let's give it a value of 0. Now, every time that we get inside the if structure, if our condition is true, we are going to change that value of spell counter, and we are going to give a new value which is going to be equal to whatever value we had before, but plus 1. That means, since at the beginning we had 0, then if we find our combo in our hand, we are going to change the value of spell counter from 0 to 1. And if in the next simulation we fulfill our condition once again, then our spell counter is going to move from 1 to 2. Otherwise, it is just going to ignore this instruction. Now, let's print our hand. Let's also print our spell counter. And let's print an empty line. So, let's run the whole example. I'm going to delete everything here first, and let's run the whole program. And here we have 5 hands, but none of them have the combination of Dragunity Phalanx plus Dragon Ravine, sadly. Let's try it once again. Since this is a random process, we might get a different result. And here it is. One of our hands has the combination in our combo, which is not the first hand, not the second either, not the third, but the fourth hand contains Dragon Ravine and also Dragunity Phalanx. And then the fifth hand doesn't have any of them either. Okay, If you want to repeat this process but with more hands, just change the number of simulations from 1 to 5, this time from 1 to 10. Let's delete everything, and here we get 10 hands and only one of them has our combo. Let's try it with 100 hands. And we get here that 11 of our hands has the combination of the Dragunity Phalanx plus Dragon Robin. Now, if you don't really want to check all of the simulated hands, then you can just delete the instruction print hand. You can also delete the empty hand, and let's just write the print spell counter at the end because we only need to look at it once, so let's just delete it here. Let's run the whole program, this time with 1000 simulated hands, and we can see that our combo is there in 122 hands. Let's repeat it once again and again and again, and you can see that this time we get 148, 118, 151. Why don't we try it for 10,000 times? Alright, and we get our result here, which is 1408. This means that you can rely on getting your combo approximately 13% of the time. In a deck with 40 cards, which includes 3 Dragunity Phalanx and also 3 Dragon Ravine, and when you draw 6 cards. Alright, so now just feel free to modify this program however you like. You can change the number of simulated hands, you can introduce new combos, you can change your deck, whatever fits your needs. Let me warn you that there's a small issue with this program, and that is that it cannot correctly identify combos with repeated cards. For example, if you want to search for a combo with 2 Dragon Ravines, then we are not going to get a correct classification. It is possible to modify the code so we can correct that error. However, that is probably going to be shown in a different video. Meanwhile, if you want to learn how to expand this program, you can check my book Probability and Programming to Excel at Yugioh, which you can find available on Amazon. I'll give you the link in the description. If you have come this far, don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and leave your comments about what you would like to see on a future video. Thanks, I'll see you soon.